All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the whole elect. Yeah, and this one, just want to do another video. Again, not going to be too long. Just another video off of something that I found on Instagram. Essentially, a woman got herself into a car accident with an 18-wheeler, and she lost control, and the car went underneath the 18-wheeler, and the car got crushed to a degree. And now, I don't know if she called 911 or whatever, but I don't know what it is with people. The minute they get into any type of thing, they want to just go on social media. But I don't know if she called 911 or not, but I'm just going to play the video so you can hear what she says. She describes the story herself, and then we're going to get some precepts.
A car accident with it. I just got into a car accident with an 18-wheeler. Literally, my car went underneath the 18-wheeler. If you're in Atlanta, you know it's raining so bad. My car just sped out of control. It went underneath the 18-wheeler. I literally was just praying to God. And I made it with my son. And just like, made sure that I relax. And then I hit the side of the highway. She was to me with my son. And I've been here for about 8 minutes. Not one fucking car has stopped to make sure I was okay. People have the nerve to be driving. I just got into a car accident with an 18. Driving on the emergency lane to get around me. I'm just so grateful my son wasn't with me. Literally, it's always something, bro. There's always something. I don't know, like, if you smell, like, I gotta pee so fucking bad. Hey, bro, seeing me go straight underneath a fucking 18-wheeler, like, bro, I just immediately start praying. Like, I'm so thankful just off this shit if I can be here for my son. And I just, like, brace myself for whatever. But it's always fucking something, bro. Like, I mean, on the emergency lane to get...
Okay, so enough of that. So, as you can see, she told a story that she lost control of her vehicle. Her car went underneath the 18-wheeler, and pretty much, the car would get crushed to a degree. And she's on the side of the road, and nobody is stopping to, help her out, nothing like that. Everybody's just driving around, driving past her, and she's in there. Now, again, she never said that she called 911. She just immediately recorded herself on a video and put it on social media, right? That's eventually how we now, or I saw it, and now everybody else is seeing it. And pretty much the sentiment I want to bring out with this lesson is that, yes, ladies, we have been warning you, right, about the times to come, right? Because times like this are going to get very difficult to where you're going to be on your own, right? Because a lot of you women have talked about you don't need a man, right? You're independent. You don't need nobody. So when hard times come, these are the type of situations that you're going to be in where nobody is assisting you, right? And the times I'm talking about is Jacob's trouble, as is written of in Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great. There is none like it, but it is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Right? So we're coming into the time of Jacob's trouble, right? All hell breaking loose, right? Where society falls. And you women are going to get a hard realization of reality that when times get hard, when times get like this, when shit hits the fan, when things get serious, nobody's coming to save you. See, right now, as society is normal, right? Things are still normal. Things are, okay, right? To a degree. You have 911 to call. You have someone to call, right? Even though, yeah, she put it on social media, she can still call a family member to come get her. She could still call 911. What happens if that happened and there is no 911? There is no family member to call. And she's just now out there on the street by herself now. See, it's a totally different story. This is what we have been telling you women and warning. But a lot of women are proud. They don't want to listen. They are independent. They don't need a man. So now, seeing as how you don't need a man, you don't need nobody, when you get into situations like this during the time of Jacob's trouble, you are now going to have to find a way to fend for yourself and find a way to get out of these situations on your own. Now, here it is. She's in the car. Now, I don't know if she even tried to get out the car, but my first thing would have, I don't know, it looks like it's raining outside, but my first thing would at least been to try and get out the car. She's just in the car crying, recording herself. See, during the time of Jacob's trouble, there is not going to be no social media, no Instagram, Facebook, none of that. You're not going to be able to go on social media and cry and have somebody feel sorry for you. There is no feeling sorry for you. There's a saying amongst men, right, young men, but just men in general, about how men have to be on point, because if they're not on point, nobody is coming to save them. And you women are going to get a taste of that reality that, hey, when hard times come, when it gets serious, nobody's coming to save you women either. There's not going to be anybody to call, no 911 or something like that. You're going to have to deal with these situations. And this is what we have been telling you women, but you women don't want to listen. You want to do your own thing. You want to be carefree, right? As I have here, Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 9, it says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech." Now, how do you give ear unto the Lord's speech? It's through his messengers, the prophets, us, who go out there on the highways and byways consistently. "Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come." Now, I have here in this definition careless, but I have here really carefree. And that is a lot of women's, let's just say mindset, for lack of a better word, right? That is a lot of women's mindset, right? The definition says free from anxiety or responsibility. Why? Because society is always there, or somebody is there to back you up, to help you out. Somebody is there to bail you, right? Bail you out of a situation, right? Somebody wants to help you. As for us men are not really going to get that somebody really wanting to bail them out and things like that. You got to fight. You got to fend for your own self, right? But women, there'll be somebody willing to help them out because it's, oh my God, it's a woman. Oh, I got to help her, right? Somebody's going to want to be Superman for you, to be your hero. Men don't really have that luxury as women do. But in the times coming ahead, like I said, the main sentiment I want to get is that you see how people are driving past, nobody's willing to stop, and damn, that looks like a car that's towed. Damn, is everybody all right? Is there somebody alive in there? Is somebody okay? Hey, you all right? You're not going to have that during the time of Jacob's trouble, right? Matter of fact, men are actually going to want to take advantage of women during the time of Jacob's trouble. And advantage means they're going to want to take you. But here, going back to its definition, some of the synonyms says unworried, untroubled. The one that I want to point out the most is nonchalant, right? A lot of women are nonchalant about things because you're careless, you're carefree, you're nonchalant. There is, in the back of their minds, they know that, hey, somebody will help me, or they can go to somebody. There's some type of support system, something of aid to help them out, right? But in the times of Jacob's trouble, you're not going to be nonchalant. You can't be nonchalant like that. You're not going to have something to lean upon during the time of Jacob's trouble. Like I mentioned, during the time of Jacob's trouble, men specifically, are going to want to use you for things, right? Use you for your body. And if not for your body, they may sell you off and things like that, right? They show you that in some of these apocalyptic movies, right? That's the reality that we're moving towards. So you see the unlove, the frustration that she felt when everybody was just driving past and nobody was trying to see if there was see if anybody in the car was okay. That's what's going to happen during the time of Jacob trouble. Right now, if a woman was to get punched by a man, abused by a man, there would be a support system. There would be people to go aid, somebody to back off. A bunch of men would say, hey, yo, back up, man. What's wrong with you? In the time of Jacob's trouble, there's not going to be anything like that. Everybody's going to be concerned about their own selves or their own family members. You got to do your own thing. Men may even sit there and say, get your man to deal with that situation. But hey, a lot of women have said, hey, I don't need a man. You see, when all hell's breaking loose, you're going to see the importance of a man. See, if there was a man right there, a very, trying to find the right word. Intelligent wouldn't be the word that I'm looking for, but a man that had his wits about him, that knew how to handle a situation, that was, that can think quick on his feet, right? Situation happened. He could have, navigated that situation, told her how to, go about the situation, keep her calm and things like that. But she's there by herself. Women are very emotional, so the emotions flare up. And now, especially when you get emotional, you can't think straight. If they had a man there, he might be like, oh shit, what the hell? But the logic is, all right, we got to do something. All right, let's call 911. Let's get out the car. You never know. We don't want, glass to shatter in our face or something like that. Let's just get out the car for a minute. Let's, make sure that we're good. You good? You can walk? Things like that. This is what a man would do. But here in America, you don't need a man, right? So during the time of Jacob's trouble, you're going to see how much you need a man. So again, let's start at verse 9. Again, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. And like I said, how do you give ear unto the speech of the Lord? Through his men, his servants, the prophets. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, right? You nonchalant women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare. Gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. Right, all these benefits, and like I remember I was mentioning the aid and support that women get in the society, those things are going to be done away with. So women are eventually going to lament for these things. Why? Because they're going to be taken away for it. Their support, their aid is going to be taken away. And if their support, their aid is taken away, remember, ladies, you said you don't need a man? Remember, you like being by yourself. You're good. You're strong, independent. Be strong and independent with no aid now. No help. No nothing. See? It's not going to be, you're not going to be so carefree, so nonchalant in those days. And that's what we warn our people about, but they don't want to listen. They just want to do their own things. There's a terminology that I brought up this past weekend at camp called self-made. A lot of people have a self-made mindset where they think that they're the ones that do things. So, hey, seeing as how you think that you're able to do things, when these times come, ladies, right, you're a boss chick, you're independent, get yourself out of these situations. Don't look for aid for anybody else. You're a strong black woman. Get yourself out of this situation, right? Don't just talk the talk, but now walk it. Now is your chance to show that strong, independent black woman. Show that you don't need us. Show that you don't need your man. Show that you don't need the Israelite man or the so-called black man for some of you that may be hard of hearing. Show it. Now is your time to really prove it. No more talking about it and things like that. Prove it when it's like, when it's the most difficult. Now you ain't got no support, no nothing. Prove to us how strong you are. Prove how independent you are. And I'll go up. I want to start verse 9, but we're going to go up. Isaiah chapter 32, verse 2. It says, a man shall be a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. Right? So a man shall be as a hiding place from what? The tempest, which is what? The dangerous times coming ahead. Right? It's an allegory for something. right? Women are not going to want to be on their own when things get hard. A man, and not just any man, but I will say that men in general, right? This is me speaking as a man, that men in general will be a hiding place from the hard times to come. But that's specifically pinpointing it, pinpointing this specifically is talking about the elect man of the Lord. See? But men in general will be a hiding place from the coming terror. But eventually the Lord will get you, because what? That man is wicked and you is wicked. So eventually the Lord is going to get both of y'all. But women will join unto men, whether it be an elect man of the Lord or a wicked man, for safety from the time of Jacob's trouble, when all hell breaks loose, when society crumbles. But just because you join to a man doesn't mean that you're going to be safe and secure. Because if that's a wicked man, if that's not a man of the Lord, he is going to get destroyed. And you being joined unto him, you're going to be destroyed as well. You have to be joined unto a man of the Lord. Right? That geeky guy, that guy that, he's into the Bible, he's just into that all religious stuff, that guy that you look at as lame, that guy is going to be the prize in the time coming. Right? Isaiah 13, if I'm not mistaken. Right. Sorry. Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Right. And how is the Lord going to make a man more precious than fine gold? Because there's not going to be a lot of men in the coming times. Right. Because a lot of men are going to either get shipped off to war, they're either going to die. Right. The plagues, pestilences, and things like that. So there's not going to be a lot of options out here for men. So what? That's going to make the elect men of the Lord as precious as gold, or more precious than fine gold. They're going to be valuable. Because why? It's not going to be about their looks. It's not going to be about the money. It's going to be about what? They are a man of the Lord, and the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that has been given unto them by the Lord, they're going to know how to navigate in these hard times, in the time of Jacob's trouble. You're not going to care about, he has a crooked teeth. His eyes, they're not a certain color. He's a little too dark for me. He's a little too chubby for me. He's a little too... No, none of that's going to matter. Can this man keep me safe? Yes, I'm sticking with him. All that other little funny stuff that women... that's going to go out through the window. Oh, yeah. Isaiah 4 and 1 as well. Right? Isaiah chapter 4 verse 1 says, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man. See? This whole thing of chasing women, no, in the coming times, women will be chasing you. See? And in that day, so the same way how men have this sentiment now, because it's becoming a thing where men want to be chased by women, men are wanting women to pursue, that's going to happen during the time of Jacob's trouble. Right? Women have a problem with hearing that now. Men want me to pursue them. Yes, you will be pursuing men in the time, because it's going to be about survival. You see? And if that man could provide safety and security for you, you're going to run in that direction. Think about it. Imagine there is this building that's been around this entire time, right? That's a safe, strong, secure building, but there has been never any need to go inside this building, because nothing's ever bad has happened, right? Everything outside has been fine, cool, calm, collective. So I don't need to go into this building, right? It's a building that's known to be safe and secure. Hey, go in there if anything happens, but nothing's happening right now that I need to go into this building. So you walk past this building day in and day out, month in and month out, week in and week out, year in and year out, until the day when something bad happens. Now that building is looked at as the only building around. There's other buildings, but because everybody knows that, hey, this is the building that you go into if you want to be safe. That is how elect men of the Lord are going to be. And I apologize if that was a poor analogy. I apologize. That just popped up into my head. Right? But that's how essentially the men of the Lord are going to be. That building that's always been around, but there's been never a need to go into it. Now there's going to be a need to go into it. Now people are going to flock to that building, you see? And that's essentially what women are going to do. They're going to flock to the men of the Lord. So again, Isaiah 4:1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. See, women are going to want to flock to the men of the Lord. They're not going to want to have to deal with that reproach, that shame. Excuse me. So, hey, we will eat our own bread. We will wear our own apparel. Just let us be called by your name. Right? And how is a woman called by the name of a man? By taking on his last name or taking on his name. Right? So they're going to want to be with the men of the Lord. So women are going to flock to men in these last days. Specifically, the men of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. The same men that they were avoiding, same men that they were looking at as nothing, women are going to flock to them. But don't get it twisted. There is going to be a vetting process. It's not going to be just a approach them and just, oh, I'm in. No. Because, hey, ladies, think about this. You have your vetting process, don't you? You have your, hey, I need to know what you can do. I need to know this and that. There's going to be vetting process with the men of the Lord as well, right? That question of what do you bring to the table? That question is going to be asked to you as well. What do you bring to the table? And if you sit there and say something stupid like, oh, I am the table. Well, I have a bunch of tables, right? Oh, you're the table? Well, I have a bunch of other tables with me as well. What makes your table so good that I should keep it around? Because what if your table has a little, a leg out of place or something? I don't want a table that has a leg out of place. See, these same things that you do to men, oh, I don't like this, oh, I don't like that, it's going to be recited back unto you. And some men just may not even pick you in general. So the same things that you were giving unto men, the same way you were stunting on men, men are now going to be able to stunt on you. But see, the difference is men are able to take rejection. You women are not able to take rejection, especially when your life is on the line. Because now the realization is going to hit. If he doesn't accept me and there's nobody else I can go to, what am I going to do? See? The same energy that you women have been giving men is going to be given right back onto you. The same way you were cruel and nasty and mean, that same energy, you're going to get it right back. But the difference is men deal with it, men adapted to it, and were able to, be better from it. In these times, you're not going to adapt. There's not going to be a time to adapt. And I'll get this precept as well, and we'll end it here. Just go straight to the point. Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 17, and the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of men shall be made low, and the Lord Yahweh alone shall be exalted in that day, right? And that goes for man and woman. In that day, during the time of Jacob's trouble, the loftiness, the high-mindedness of man is going to be brought low, right? This pedestal that you put yourself on, thinking that you're this amazing person, you're going to see how shitty and how you're not capable of really handling or doing anything at all. And you're going to see that in that day. See, it's easy to laugh at the things that we say now, because I'm pretty sure if women see this, they may laugh and you hear the things that he's saying. But you see, when the times come, that's when it's going to be made known, like, oh, he wasn't lying. They were telling the truth. I should have listened. See, and all that pride and everything is just going to shoot right down. And you're going to have to eat that. You're going to have to swallow that. You're going to have to deal with that. The same thing that you were running away from, you're going to have to deal with that. And it's not going to feel good. And you're going to be burdened by not only feeling and dealing with that, but now having to deal with, hey, what am I going to do? I have to survive, I have to live. Those are the times that are coming up. The reality is getting closer and closer. No more, it's not going to be no more, being nonchalant. No, reality is gonna kick in. It's gonna settle in. So I'll end it here. I pray that this video has been edifying, and the sentiment of this video has been made. That essentially, just going off of this video here with this woman. Hopefully it's still there. Well, it's not playing, but you see how she's crying and things like that. You see how, this is a real situation. I apologize. Like I said, I'll end it, but I'll end it with these statements here. You see, she's in a real situation, right? And her car went under an 18-wheeler. The car got crushed to a degree. Not completely crushed, but crushed enough. She said in the video as well that, that she was just, willing to accept dying. And, I've sometimes mostly heard that from women that, hey, if I die, I die. But let's just say, I'm not saying that she said it, but let's say she was one of those women that said, hey, if I die, I die. But you see, when you get into that situation, it's not just if I die, I die. You see how she's emotional, she's crying, she's losing it, she couldn't believe what just happened. That's how it's going to be. It's not going to be if I die, I die. No. The emotion is going to stir, oh shit, this is a car, the this, the that. All those things are going to happen. And you can't just be like, oh, if I die, I die, whatever. Nah. So this is what's going to happen. See, nobody was coming to assist her. Nobody was coming to help. Instead of her probably calling 911 or calling somebody, a family member, to aid her, she goes on social media. Now, you're not going to be able to go to social media for anything. Social media is about to be done away with. So I pray and hope that the sentiment went across that, hey, you see how she's crying, she can't even get the words out to a degree. This is what's getting ready to happen to some of you women. And some of you women will say, oh, this is hateful and you hate women. No, this is actually love. Warning you and telling you about the times coming this is actually love. But a lot of y'all won't take it that way. Some of y'all got to learn the hard way. So again, I pray that this video has been edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash, Shalom.